Marami po tayong dapat i-correct, Mr. President. Kasi ang pagkaalam ko sa budget natin, tatlo po yan eh. Regular budget, special purpose fund, and automatic appropriations. Now, when will we stop? Baka mamaya pati automatic appropriations i-realign na rin.
Okay. Mr. President, sa inyong pong nakaraan na privilege speech, nabanggit po ninyo ang paggamit ng program funds for flood control projects. Maaari niyo po ba ipaliwanag for the record paano po ako na ito na access na nagamit despite their nature?
Hindi ko po may papaliwanag yan kasi ang pwede mo paliwanag dyan, DBM. Paano na-access ang program appropriation para i-allocate sa budget of budget. Ang masama, substandard pa.
Sa inyo pong research, Mr. President, were there instances where the program funds used to finance projects turn out to be anomalous or complete or even none?
Yes, Mr. President. Napag-study namin sa yung one program na nanggaling sa program appropriation. Yung iba doon nahulog para gawin yung isang proyekto na substandard. Kaya nga tigas ng katatang yung congressman na hindi akin yan after owning up by way of billboard, banners, even on Facebook na siya mismo yung nag-post na ako yung nag-allocate. Talagang ano, sabi ko nga mapag-angking congressman. Now, it's very easy to deny na siya yung responsible sa realignment o sa insertion because hindi mo matitrace, walang record. Sa house kasi, diba, sabi nga ng congressman, for example, sasabihin sa committee, walang record. Even in our case in Senate, diba, ang practice natin, focus tayo, and then the chairman, chairperson, will just ask the individual members, magsabi tayo ng I understand the predicament of the chairman. Because if we tap into everything, kaya ginagawa nila, for CBC, nakita na kayo ng written amendment. But, sana man lang, alam natin kung sino yung nagsabit ng kasi meron daw tayo kasama dito nagdadagdag sa isang department ng 5 billion. Wala namang kasama kung saan kukunin. I think we should be responsible enough na pag nagdagdag tayo sa isang department, sa isang agency, tayo na rin ang humugot kung saan kukunin. Para kompleto kasi zero sum yan, Mr. President. Para plus minus, we will end up with the same total. Kasi we cannot increase the budget. We can only do or maintain the total. The items, the
Mr. President, you also mentioned coded budget. The 85 years this spring, there were 28 projects all pegged, 77.199 million. So dinami-dami po sa location at himay-himay ng budget. Bakit po nakalusot? Bakit ngayon lang natin ito nakita? Bakit tila hinayaan natin ang mangyari?
the same question lingers in my mind. Paano niya? I cannot answer your question, Mr. President.
Mr. President, sa darating po na budget deliberation, paano po ito dapat bantayan lalo na ng mga parte ng inyo pong grupo ng minorya?
Well, sa akin, one good deterrent is to identify the proponents of the amendments or insertion. Malaking deterrent po yun. Kasi sa ngayon, malalakas ang loob na mag-insert in the billions or tens of billions of pesos. Kasi alam nila, hindi naman sila ma-identify. But if they know that the records will show kung sino yung mga nag-introduce ng amendments or insertion, then that's a good deterrent. Hindi lang yung Mr. President. Sabi mo kanina, there will be a shared responsibility on the part of the proponent to really monitor yung implementation ng mga proyekto na sila mismo yung responsible for the insertion.
Mr. President, to what extent do members of Congress and local officials have discretion or influence in identifying flood control projects in their areas?
There should be no discretion, Mr. President. Dapat ito nakapasok the National Expenditure Program. Ang problema, the timing is off. No? I heard from most governors na while the budget call happens sometime in February, March, April, prior to the zone of the President